click on record. I want to make you aware of a couple of things that we've got going on. Oops, and that I had that open and now it's just decided to close itself up. I wanted to make you aware of things that we've got going on in the month of August. We have amazing events every single solitary week in our Bond Biz page and on our holistic health page. Here we go. Now it's up. So I want to make sure that you're aware of what we've got going up. So this week on the 18th, tomorrow night, there is a DA on the Bond Biz page. Are you inviting people on? Are you using our two pages to really rock your business? Are you inviting people for the DA tomorrow? And are you inviting them for our 30-day holistic living event? So we've got something going on all the time. So our next 15-minute Facebook party, live virtual party, is on August 20th. So make sure that you're inviting to that. And then we have on August 25th, we have a DA. So on Tuesday nights, we have our DAs. And on Thursday nights, we either have a 30-day to healthy living event or we have a skincare event. So I want you to make sure that you're going. I'll make sure this gets posted again on both pages, on the top of the holistic health page and on top of the Bond Biz page tonight, so that you know what you've got there to support your business all the time. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that, and I'll make sure that that gets posted on the top of Trendsetters on both pages tonight. Next thing I want to make sure that you're aware of is on Tuesday mornings, US time on Tuesday, we are doing, I should say North America, not US, but North America. We're doing a social media training. I have this $1,000 package of training from Fraser Brooks on Instagram. That's what we're starting on first. Brilliant ideas of how to grow your business on Instagram. Every single week I'm blown away by his ideas. So we're doing that Tuesday mornings. It's 12 noon Eastern time. Let me go in and get rid of all of our, hold on just a second. Let me mute all the participants. Weird enough, it's not doing it like normal. Let me see if I can get this to mute. It's not muting it. You guys, if you're just getting on for some reason, it's not letting me mute all the participants. Please mute yourself. And then, so I want to make you aware of that. That's 12 noon tomorrow on this page, on this Zoom. You're going to love what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So tonight we're in for a treat because Maureen Argon is a phenomenal trainer, lover of our 30 days to healthy living. She's absolutely brilliant in the 30 days to healthy living space. She's incredible, and she's going to be leading our training tonight on how to grow your business in using our 30 days to healthy living. So I can hardly wait to hear what she's going to share with us tonight. So Miss Maureen, I am going to turn the time over to you, girl.
Thank you so much, Dina. Hi, everybody. I'm Maureen. I'm an executive area manager, independent consultant, and I am really thrilled to be doing this all for you this evening. I never miss these calls, and I am so grateful for all the training that I've heard here. Many of you have trained, and I really enjoy that and been inspired by that. So I hope that I'm able to return the favor and that you hear a nugget or two about the 30 days to healthy living. It really is such a passion for me because of what it's done for me in my life and for what I've seen it do for so many people. So tonight, sort of in summary, I am going to talk a little bit about my background and my experience with the 30 Days to Healthy Living. I'm going to touch on why our program is unique in the health and wellness space. And then, of course, I'll give you some tips for sharing the 30 days to healthy living. So I have been in Argon for, I think, 9.5 years. My daughter was, Dina and I were chatting before, my daughter was 8 when when I started Argon, and she is going to be 17 soon. So like, oh my gosh, the time goes so quickly. And I started with the skincare because actually I was trying to think of when the nutrition came to Canada. And I don't know if it was already, some of it was in Canada when I started, but it certainly wasn't on my radar, and it really wasn't the big deal that it is today, that is for sure. So as I said, it was the RE9 face wash that really got me, and the fact that the kids line really helped my kids because they had eczema, they both have food allergies and environmental allergies, and they had eczema, and every single thing that I put on their skin, they would scream for me to take it off. So like Argon had me right then and there, and I really believe in walking the talk. So anything that I would normally use that Argon makes, I use Argon products. So of course, I got into the 30 days to healthy living as well. Now, at the time that Argon was introduced to me, I was a real foodie. My background is in journalism. I was a radio producer for Canada's National Broadcasting Service, the CBC, for those of you who are not Canadians. And I worked in Canada's 3 largest cities, Montreal, where I grew up, in Toronto, and also in Vancouver. And then I got totally burnt out, totally like twitchy burnt out. And I moved into working for artisanal dairy, and I was helping to grow that dairy, being the social media community manager back in the day. And I also wrote for some food magazines. And then as Argon got bigger, I really put my focus on Argon. So what was really important to me and what I loved about Argon right from the get-go was the transparency of the products. That was very important to me. And I'm the kind of the person who questions and likes to dive deep. So I would love that all that information was so easily available. So it was really about 5 years ago that I got into the nutrition products. I made a couple of attempts at doing the 30 days to healthy living. I'm not going to lie, I didn't go all the way to the end. I sort of lost steam and, got back to my old habits. But one thing that, a couple of things that really made a big impression. Number one, I kind of think I'm a pretty good cook. But when I did the 30 days to healthy living, like my family are going like, oh, mama, you have really taken up your cooking a notch. And I went like, oh, okay, like that's awesome. Because it was really the easiest month I had ever experienced about, doing the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because I had the menus up on my refrigerator. I had my grocery list I would take to the store, and I knew exactly what I had to do every day. And if you're the major cook in your family, and you know what it's like to come up with ideas, and it's like you've been cooking for a million years, but there are days when you just haven't got a freaking clue what you're going to cook. So that really made a big impression on me. So January 2017 was when I decided that I was going to do the 30 days to healthy living full on. One of the consultants on my team did the program, and she was already like amazingly fit, but it just went like way over the top. She looked amazing. And I was at her birthday party, which was in December, and I looked at her and I said, like, am I too old to have a hot bod? And she goes, no, Mo, do it. Everybody calls me Mo. You can call me Mo too. And she said, no, Mo, go for it. Absolutely go for it. And so I did. I jumped in and I did it 100%. And I also documented my journey on social media, on Facebook with lives, which I was just learning how to do at that time as well. And I created this hashtag for myself, which was hashtag HotBod 2017. And I could not talk about that without absolutely giggling, because I would never think of myself as having a hot bod at all. But I had left my marriage a year ago, and I was really reinventing myself. and wanted to change. And this seemed like the perfect way to really start doing that. My goal was to be able to look at myself in the mirror, look at my body in the mirror, and not be dismayed and disgusted and pulling at my fat. I don't know if there's anybody else who's ever done that. You just like grab a hunk, it's like, what the heck is this and where did it come from? And I just wanted to love the body that I was in. I was tired of hearing myself say for years, I have to lose some weight. And so it was time to really take control, and I was ready to do it then. So I did the program full on for 6 weeks, and mostly because like I didn't want to stop because I was terrified of getting back to my old habits, which number one is like a real severe sugar addiction. And I just didn't want to go back to that place. So I just kept on doing it until finally I transitioned into like the 80-20 rule, which I really did faithfully. I did 80-20 by the week, not by the day, because if you do it by the day, like you're back to your old habits. And I also used the program to launch myself into becoming a vegan. I've always been a very reluctant meat eater. And I thought, okay, and I wasn't eating dairy anyway, because it just doesn't agree with me. And I thought, okay, this is it. You're going to bite the bullet. You're going to become vegan. So I have to say, like, I had no other goal than I wanted to feel like I had a hot bod. And I'm going to tell you, I was like, I'm 61 now. I think, I don't know, do the math. I don't do subtraction very well. So whatever that is, whatever that difference was. So I was in my late 50s when I decided this. This is not the time that a woman generally starts to think about becoming hot looking. But there you are. 60 is the new 30. So I have to tell you, I achieved my goal beyond my wildest dreams. I did not go on the scale because I was too terrified, and going on the scale is very triggering for me. And I just kept thinking that as my clothes were getting looser, that they were just old and stretching out in the wash. Like I never thought it was me. Talk about lack of confidence. But it wasn't until I tried on my summer clothes from the year before that, and they literally were falling down. I'd have my pants done up and they were literally falling down off my body, that I jumped on this scale and I thought, oh wow, it's not just my clothes, it is really me. But what was more, I mean, and that is, you know, like that is like really super important. But the other thing is the other things that I got. Like I have to say, I pretty much kept all that weight off. Yes, I do have, you know, I've gained a little during this special time. I have, but I'm still pretty much like in control and not gone overboard, because I learned some really, really good habits. But more importantly, I uncovered my nutrition nerd, which has become my passion to dive deeply. And I've never taken a science course in my life, but I have researched so much that I feel confident talking about nutrition and directing people to sites and places where that information is reliable and trustworthy. And it helped me to uncover my deeper purpose, not only with Argon, but also in my life, which is to help people discover that good nutrition is the foundation for living your best life. And that's because it has an impact in every other area of your life, from physical well-being to mental health, to better energy, to improved cognition. And my mother had Alzheimer's, and I do not want that. Better sex life. It's documented by science. Eat like this and you'll have a better sex life. Better, not that I know at my age, but research shows us, science-based evidence, better sleep, better health. This really is the secret sauce. So why is our program unique in the health and wellness space? Well, what I hope that I can help you realize and inspire you with and have confidence in is that the 30 Days to Healthy Living is an incredible tool. And when you fully understand this, you will believe wholeheartedly in the program. You're going to have confidence in the program and confidence in the products, so that you can offer this with pride, with confidence, and even maybe with fervor. Fervor, that's the funniest word in the English language. Arbon's products are backed by science and clinical studies. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Arbon sets a standard that is unmatched in the health and wellness industry because of all of our certifications, because of our testing, because of the attention to quality ingredients, and because of the constant product and ingredient review, and the fact that we are a B corporation, which puts our integrity stock like way over the top, because we have a legal obligation for sustainability and for conscientiousness, for having a conscience in business. That is huge. So you got to know this, and this is not Arbon talking, this is me talking in the research that I've done, and you have to know this, that of the top killer diseases today, 80% of them are associated with lifestyle, not with genes, our genes. It's lifestyle. And that means they're connected to the food choices that people make, and these are unhealthy food choices. In America, and I'm sure the rest of the world is quite similar, 1 in 3 Americans is obese. And this means their potential for life-threatening lifestyle diseases is significant. Many people have no idea what to eat. They have no idea how to prepare a healthy meal. They don't know what a healthy portion looks like, don't fully understand the connection between what they're eating and their health. And this is where the 30 Days to Healthy Living comes in. We educate on all these things. We're offering a tremendous educational tool, and we provide a toolkit with the ASVP that helps people transition to healthier options. So if you're here and you're just like feeling like I did, like just not good in my own body, you can't get to way up here. You have to take those little steps along the way. This is a long game. You have to explain to your clients and to yourself, if you're thinking of doing the program, if you haven't done it yet or you need to do it again. This is a long game to make those really significant differences. This is not something, well, you can use it that way, but it's not going to be to your benefit. To do it for 30 days, go back to your old habits, and then do it to 30 days again. Like doing that yo-yo thing, you can make this a forever thing. And living well and eating healthy food, the best food you've ever cooked, your family will say so. So, and it's through like a step at a time, through persistence, consistency, and commitment that we change the lifestyle. And our clients and ourselves, we feel better like on day 4. Like that is really fast. We feel better. We get to learn which foods work for us and which foods don't really work for us, meaning which foods don't make us feel good. And as we and our clients continue to feel better and better, that is great motivation to stick with the program and to do it long term, as our energy gets better, as our sex life gets better, and more importantly, we just get healthier and healthier. This program really can not only change lives, this program can save lives long term. And even if our clients never buy another ASVP or nutrition product, which, let's face it, is highly unlikely because they're pretty good. Who can't live without fizz? I can't live without fizz. As if we give them nothing else, if they choose nothing else, they have at least been exposed to and learned through this program what it is to live well and how to do that. So I hope you take that and really, really feel that, because that will make all the difference in how you present this program and how you offer it. It's that confidence piece that that you can go ask Sally again. Do you want to have a look at this maybe? Not like, you know what I mean. I mean in a good way. So a few tips that I want to share. You have to do this program yourself. You have to suck it up, gather all your discipline and your motivation to do the program as close to 100% as you possibly can. And the reason why you need to do that is because only by doing the program as close to 100% or as 100% for the full-on 30 days, is that only then will you be able to speak about it authentically and with integrity, and to share that. Because, you know, you can get a script from your upline and you can say all the right things, but if you really haven't lived it, like, it's only when you really live it will you speak from your heart, will you have experienced it. Even if your results are like minute, you still, you know, you're still going to feel better, you know, that then you can really share it authentically, and that has a sound and people will recognize that, and they'll know that you have their best interest at heart. You have to truly understand what your clients are going through, and you can only do that by living it. Like, I find that by week 3 it gets really tough, because we've been doing this for 3 weeks, and if anybody's like me, like, I've eaten well for 3 days, how come I haven't lost any weight yet, or how come I can't button my pants better, or how come I'm still craving sugar? You have to really live it to go through it, to understand it, to help them go through, because changing how we eat is really hard. We are wired for habit. We eat 3 meals a day or 5 little meals a day or whatever we're in the habit of doing, and that is hard to break. And not only that, but food carries a lot of emotionality with it and a lot of ritual. That's why when we go to barbecue, we want the same foods. That's why we want the same thing on Thanksgiving. That's why we want the same food on holidays, because we've always had it, because it reminds us of home. On the weekend, I had to bake a cake that my mother used to bake in the summer because I missed her. I know I shouldn't eat like coffee cake with streusel and like butter and sugar, like, and all of that stuff. Like, I don't eat that thing, but I wanted it because I missed her. So that's all about emotional eating and longing and home, and that's what food is. So when we're asking people to change what they're in a habit of eating, it's hard. So when we understand that ourselves, we can be more compassionate and we can be a better coach for them. So no matter where you are in your own health journey, maybe you eat all the best things all the time, maybe you work out all the time, or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't eat really well. Maybe you just can't, get over that hump right now. But if you try to do this, no matter where you are going to feel a positive change. And when you do something that feels good, you want to do it again and again. And you can help your clients through those humps by letting them know that, yes, you are going to feel better. The other thing that I think is really beneficial for using the 30 days to help grow your business is by leading a group. Whether it's, I'm sure every team has a nutrition group that they're a part of. If you volunteer to do that for one of the monthly sessions, you are going to gain a lot of confidence. And you're going to really learn the program inside out. Now, it can be daunting to think for 30 days, I've got to look at these posts, I've got to create posts, I've got to see what people are posting and encourage them and answer them and respond to them and be their best cheerleader. But there are a lot of resources, whether it's cutting and pasting some posts and images that have gone on, that have been posted before. The source has everything you need for the 30 days to healthy living. And a tip for if you're not in the US and you go to the source, switch your country to the US, because on that site there are tremendous digital images that I know on our Canadian website we don't have those, so you can just switch your country to US and you can have access to all of those things. Even you'll find great images on Argon International Facebook group, or not the Facebook group, but the Facebook page, and your own country's Arbonne page. They're great images that you can use, and use your own. Use yourself. Also, do little lives, like lead the group. It will be great. You'll also put yourself forward as a leader to your team, and that is huge. Your team will know that you are really serious about your business, that you're going places, that you're doing things. And you can also speak with authority to people that you're prospecting to join your team as well if you've done this. And it will give you, as I said before, a lot of confidence. Another thing is posting consistently on social. Now, I'm not going to lie, I sometimes have a love-hate relationship with social media. I am actually an introvert. People don't get that about me. And sometimes I think, oh my God, I cannot share anything about my life. Like, I don't want them to know anything about me. I just want to hide. but you have to keep doing it. And it's really great if you can take like a on the weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday, take some time and think about what you're going to post in that week. For days, I'm not gonna lie again, I have been wanting to post about my greens because I was out for a while and I love the greens. I find that's a great energizing drink first thing in the morning, just even the greens, just all by itself. It's also great. I have it often before I go for a run. I find it really super, super energizing, but I drink it before I take a picture. So I'm like, can I post my empty glass again? Like, I don't know. But so here's the tip. You can take a picture, but you don't have to post it right away. You can take a whole bunch of shots and then save it in your camera roll in an album. That has really saved my life so many times. I can sit and do picture of me, selfie of this, selfie of that, and I can go and grab some later. And sometimes you think you're sharing the same thing every single day and oh my gosh, I can't do another one of those, me holding a shake or whatever. But you know what? Most people do not see everything that you're posting. They just don't. Nobody's going to see everything you post on Instagram or on your stories or on Facebook or wherever you post. If anybody uses Twitter for posting, I would love to know that, because I'm thinking of going back to Twitter, or is it just like I don't know, like a cesspool right now? Or on LinkedIn, you know, there's any number of places that you can share, and nobody's going to see everything. In fact, on the 31st of July, one of my clients who did the 30 days for healthy living, I think it was about 2 years ago, she messaged me on the 31st of July, very last day, close day, and she, you know, sent me the photograph I had sent in my my stories, and she said, I'm ready to do this again. Like, I hadn't reached out to her, and I thought, that's just awesome. That just shows that you just got to keep doing it, even if you think nobody is looking at it or you're doing it too much. Trust me, you're not. And again, you're going to come across as somebody who walks their talk. You're going to come across as somebody who is very knowledgeable about what you're talking about, because they see you, you know you're not going to say the same thing every day. You're going to find something different. And again, the source, our website, our Meet the Product sheets have lots of information that you can use for those posts. And when you share compliantly, and every country is a little bit different about how you have to share. In Canada, we have specific restrictions on how we share the health products. And share compliantly and share how they fit in your day, and use your creativity and have fun. Use stickers, try reels. I just about had a heart attack. Oh my God, there's another thing I have to learn. Oh no. But have fun with it, because it's not the end of the world. It's not like nobody's on the operating table, right? And be real. Sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I have no makeup on, my hair is a disaster, and like whatever. People are not looking for perfection. They're looking for you to be relatable. And finally, my last tip has to be with how we keep in touch with our clients. Make sure that they know what their products are for. Once they get their order, check in. Like, I see that, check in on your web stats. I see that your order is probably going to deliver today. Let me know when it comes in. I can talk you through the products, because you may think they know everything, but chances are they don't. I've had clients who's like, oh my God, it's like week 4 and I haven't started Digestion Plus. Like, what? Like, so, you have to keep in touch. Even if they don't respond to you, just keep on messaging, because you will know that you have done your part to do your best. And then you can, if they don't respond to you, you can use funny little things. Like, one of the best lines I heard years ago, and it has always worked for me, is like doing a little sort of jokey message, but like, I'm having a really great relationship with your message machine or your phone, and like, like a little laughing emoticon. Like, I guarantee that people will answer you in 24 hours, almost without fail. I guess it's not actually guaranteed, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So make sure they understand what all their products are for. Reach out to them. It doesn't necessarily have to be every day, but even if you reach out on a post, like I often see people just, tagging, like, hey, Susan, kind of thing. That's what it seems like, over here. But, relationships build dialogue. That's the foundation of dialogue. So it's like, if you find a post that's going to be really interesting, again, this will speak to having done it yourself. If there's something, say, on Digestion Plus or something on, you know, how to use fizz or a nice recipe, you can go, you know, at Susan, I've tried this before. It's really, really yummy. Just don't go overboard because you'll want to, kind of thing. That way you're drawing their attention to it, but you're not like yelling at it. It just seems yelly to me. I could be wrong, but that's how it feels to me. And make sure you know what their goals are and their challenges. Like, is their goal to lose weight? Even though we're not a weight loss program, we know weight loss happens. But like, what are their goals? What are their, you know, do they like to go on the scale? Do they like to take a measurement? Is there another way that is easier for them? What are their challenges? Are they going camping? Are they going to cottage? You know, what is the challenge going to be like? Give them some tools to help them stay on the program. And that's what I got for you tonight. So I hope that was useful, that you enjoyed it, you had a chuckle here and there, that this gives you confidence for this program. I mean, we know what a huge industry this is, and really we are the leaders here, and I hope you have lots of confidence to use this as part of your business and for yourself.
Thank you, Miss Maureen. That was
You are welcome.
wonderful. Isn't she gorgeous?
Thank you. Stop.
You are. You're just so cute. I love it. So many great tips. Thank you for being real, authentic, and sharing your journey. And I know this is going to help everybody out there to just really embrace 30 days and what it can do for your business. It's just fabulous. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And I thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Remember about our social media, Instagram training tomorrow morning, and have the rest of a good evening. And we'll see you tomorrow. And I'll post all of the events that we're doing inside of our Holistic Health and Bond Biz. And thanks to everybody for making our community so awesome. Thank you, Miss Maureen. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a great one. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.